I'm Melanie Williams. I'm from Spokane, Washington. When Rich, my husband, moved over this direction with me, he brought the idea of Coffee News. He had a business license he hadn't used, and he was excited, by that franchise over there that I had never seen. And I said, yeah, it looks like a good idea. Let's go with it. And here we are. It was wonderful. I mean, Teresa walked us through. She was patient. Answered any questions we had. We went back and forth with emails. You have access to the owner. Bill was right in there too, answering questions as necessary. Any other question you had to any of the specialized areas, the printers, the IT, the whoever, everybody is accessible and very quickly accessible, which was really nice. There just, there was never any lag time in between when you asked a question and when the question came back. And if it wasn't answered to the extent that you needed it answered, right back. So, there wasn't any of that. You feel like you're chasing somebody. And they weren't hard sell, but yet they were very definitely right there with the answers to the questions that you had. In the Spokane area, we have an economy like here, actually, in Bangor, where we really don't have high highs and low lows. We're just kind of steady. And yes, it does affect you, but people need affordable advertising. People need good quality, effective, affordable advertising. I mean, if we're going to dig ourselves out of the recession, people need to be able to sell their businesses, and they need to be able to afford to sell their businesses. And I'm finding with the people I've spoken to, I was an antique person, I do vintage clothing, that kind of stuff, on eBay actually for a number of years. And so I know the antique dealers, the estate sale people and all of that. And they're excited to see this come in because this is giving them a platform to advertise their business where, everything else has skyrocketed to the point to where they just aren't able to do that. And Coffee News is affording them the luxury, I guess, of being able to get their business out there. And it really is exciting. It's good to bring this to them. We're planning on the Spokane Valley is a separate city. It's connected. It used to be the same thing, but it cut off. And so at some point we'll buy that franchise to that area because it's an extension. But I see it, like I say, as full and thriving in that it's answering a definite need. An understanding of the importance of advertising. I think that probably is top of the list, simply because, the people, and yes, you're going to cater to the larger companies, but the smaller companies, and the larger ones for that matter, that really have got to understand the importance of getting their name out there. There's an awful lot of competition for every last business, and so you want to be the one. When somebody goes and says, I need a plumber, well, unless you've actually had experience with that, how do you know which one? If you read it in Coffee News, and even if you go to the Yellow Pages, your eye is going to go to the one that you know the name of, the Coffee News plumber. That is why it is so important for them to advertise. And I think, like I say, that really is the top mission statement as far as using this particular tool, is the importance of it. You've got to be ready to work. I mean, in any business, and it's a hard one. When you walk in the door of a job and you go sit down at a desk, you put in 8 hours, you turn around, you go home. You have your own business, you don't do that. You are your own boss. You are that person that signs the check to yourself, for what you do. It's fun, I think. It seems like it's going to really be, an enjoyable job. And of course, anytime that you're the maker of your own good, it's exciting. It is exciting. But that having been said, it's also hard work. You also answer to everybody. You are that phone call. You are at the end of that phone call when somebody's upset. When they're happy, yes. When they're demanding, when they want their money back, when they want this, when they want that. You've got to be ready for that. And rejection, when you walk into a business, you've got to be able to say, it's not me. It's like being an actor and actress. You've got to, when you walk into that, it's not you. They just don't want, whatever it is that you're offering. And that has to be okay. Then you move on to the next one. If you feel that that no is a no, you move on to the next one, and you big smile, here I am, and I'm offering something special. And that has to be okay. And at the end of the day, it is okay, because it really isn't you or your product. It's, for whatever reason, that person has no, doesn't have use for that. And then, like I say, it just seems like it's really going to be an enjoyable way to make a living. I'm a salesperson. It's one of those things that you do. I've sold on eBay since, 1999. And it's something I've always done, buying and selling. But all of that having been said, it's a completely different animal to make ads, to know how to submit ads, to know how to, and what it's done. Even you read the manual, you listen to the mentor, sat down with them actually, and what it's done is gel it. It really has been a really great experience to really getting it clear in your head and being able to ask the actual people that are doing it, how do you want it done? How do you want me to send you a file? It's you think about it. You make an ad, you send it off. They're going to make it. You're going to publish this paper. How do I make an ad that you're going to want to publish, or how do I present it to you so that you're able to publish it in the format that you need it? And so it really is answered, and made me feel a lot more comfortable with the process. Of course, the first one out is still going to be, oh my goodness, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I have the tools now to figure out how we are going to do this. So, invaluable.